Hello, everybody. This is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics bringing to you game number 90 in the King of the Hill tournament. The 1984 Detroit Tigers are visiting the current Kings of the Hills. The 1983 Baltimore Orioles. This game is being played in an American League City, Baltimore, so we will use the DH. I said it before, I'm not a fan of the DH. I've always thought of baseball growing up as a game of nines. Nine players in the field, 9 innings, 90 feet to the bases. But I guess the baseball gods didn't agree, and we have the DH. Here's the starting lineups for today's game. First of all, for the 1984 Detroit Tigers, Lemon, Trammell, Gibson, Parrish, Evans, Herndon, Garbe, Kuntz, and Brookins. So where is Lou Whitaker? Well, he's a -10 against left-handed pitchers. So he's getting a day off. Orioles have Bunbury, Lowenstein, and Ripken Jr., Murray, Singleton, Shelby, Dower, Dempsey, and Cruz. Starting pitcher for Detroit is Milt Wilcox. We're at the 4th spot of the pitching rotation. He's a grade C/Y pitcher. And starting for the Baltimore Orioles, I got this backwards, Mike Flanagan. He's a grade B and Z pitcher. Actually, we're using a Merino board, so Wilcox is a 9 rated pitcher and fighting an 11. All right, let's get this game started in 3, 2, 1. Here's the roll. 1-4 to Chet Lemon from Flanagan is a fly ball to left field. Jack Lowenstein is under and puts it away for the Orioles, and Flanagan has recorded his first out. Alan Trammell rolls a 4-2. It's a comebacker back to the mound, but fumbled by Flanagan for an E1. Fast runner at first. C23 stealing. All right, Flanagan's move to first is pretty good. +3 favoring himself, so that makes him a C20. And then the Dempsey's pretty good throwing out base runners, so minus another 2, so C18. About a half a chance to be safe. That's not very good. He'll hold. Kirk Gibson rolls a 5-1. Gibson rolls a single through the infield, and Trammell goes to second. He holds at second. First and second Tiger with only 1 out. That brings up Lance Parrish, who has a +4 against left-handers, so that makes Flanagan a 7. 1-6 is the roll. Ground ball Ripken Jr. over to Dower, and the relay to first to Murray is in time. 6-4-3 double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the first. No score with the Orioles coming to bat. All right, real-time meaning today's baseball. Looks like the Angels are going to try it. They're only 3 games back of the playoffs, so they're going to hang on to Ohtani in his final year of his contract and see if they can get in the playoffs this year. Al Bunbury steps into the batter's box. Milt Wilcox is on the mound. Grade 9 pitcher. He's right-handed. 5-5 roll for Bunbury. Al Bunbury leads off the Orioles' efforts in the first inning with a base hit. He is a E27 stealing. Next batter for Baltimore is Jack Lowenstein. He rolls a 5-5 roll. And Lowenstein lines a hard base hit to center field. Recovered by Lemon, but quickly back to the infield, and Bunbury holds at second. First 2 Orioles have reached. Ripken rolls a 5-4, and that's a fly ball to right field. Al Bunbury on second will tag and advance to third base. 1 gone, first and third. The Tigers will play the infield double play death for Eddie Murray. Murray rolls a 5-6, and that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Clutch strikeout for Milt Wilcox. Ken Singleton rolls a 5-5 roll. And Singleton lifts a fly ball toward Kirk Gibson, who puts it away. Again, we're playing the Merino boards. If we were playing straight basic Apba, that would have been a base hit. No runs on 2 hits. No errors and 2 left. We go to the top of the second inning. No score. All right, Darrell Evans will lead off for the Tigers in the top of the second inning. Mike Flanagan, native of Manchester, New Hampshire. There's his delivery. 4-1 roll is a ground ball to second base. Dower throws to Murray, and Evans is retired. 1 out. Larry Herndon rolls a 3-5, and that's going to be a base on balls. Free pass to Larry Herndon. Fast runner takes first. F28 stealing. We'll have to take 5 numbers off all the base stealers' success numbers because of Flanagan and Dempsey's abilities. Marlboro Garbe comes to bat, and he rolls a 1-2. Ground ball to second base. Dower throws to Ripken Jr., the relay to first. And just like inning number 1 ended in a double play, inning number 2 also ends in a double play. Bottom of the second inning, no score. All right, T-Bone John Shelby steps into the box for Baltimore in the last of the second inning. Shelby rolls a fly ball to left field. Kirk Gibson's under it and makes the catch. Here's Rich Dower. I think he was a former Royals coach after his playing days. 6-4 is a swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 outs. Rick Dipsey rolls a 3-4, and that's a fly ball to Chet Lemon in center field. 3 up and 3 down for the Orioles. Top of the third, still no score. All right, Rusty Kuntz will lead off for the Detroit Tigers. He was one of my favorite all-time coaches on the Royals. He coached first base and coached the outfielders during their 2 championship years and a few years surrounding that. He was just an outstanding coach. All right, here's Rusty Kuntz against Mike Flanagan. 1-2 is a ground ball to the Orioles second baseman, Rich Dower, who throws to first. 1 out. Tom Brookins rolls a 41, and that's a grounder to shortstop. Ripken handles that. There's 2 gone. Top of the order, and Chet Lemon. Lemon rolls a 3-5. That's a 40 foul ball for strike 1. Next roll is a 4-4, and that is a 7, and I think that'll be a base hit. Yeah, Lemon's a +10 against lefties, and that reduces Flanagan's grade to a 1. So Chet Lemon's on with 2 outs. D15 with the adjusted stealing. He'll hold it first. Alan Trammell becomes the batter, and Trammell rolls a ground ball to the first baseman, Eddie Murray, who takes it to the bag unassisted. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. Detroit nothing and Baltimore nothing. All right, Milt Wilcox is one of the few Major League Baseball players from Hawaii. He'll be pitching to Ted Cruz and Bunbury and Lowenstein in the bottom of the third inning. 1-4 roll to Cruz. That's fly ball lifted to left field. Kirk Gibson's under it and makes the grab. So Milt Wilcox has gone through the Oriole order the first time without any damage. Batter is Al Bunbury. Bunbury's singled and advanced to third in the first inning. He rolls a 4-5, and that's going to be a walk to Al Bunbury. John Lowenstein rolls a 4-6, swing and a miss. 4 strike 3. Cal Ripken Jr. pops it up high in the air, back to the dugout. Lance Parrish gives chase and makes the grab before falling into the rail of the dugout. That's the third out. Top of the fourth. Still no score. All right, Gibson, Parrish, and Evans due up in the top of the fourth inning. Both pitchers are been pretty solid. They've allowed base runners in every inning. Only the second inning pitched by Wilcox was a 1-2-3 inning. As a pitch to Kirk Gibson. Gibson lifts a fly ball to center field. Albumbury is under it and makes the catch. Lance Parrish, the catcher, 33 homers in 1984, rolls a 6-2. And that's hit on the ground to the second baseman, Rich Dower. 2 outs. And here is Darrell Evans, former San Francisco Giant. He's also played with the Braves. Hit 40 home runs with the Braves. He had a 40 home run season for the Tigers as well. Let's see, Evans rolls a 5-5. That's an 8. He's a +5 against Flanagan, so 8 on a 6. It's a base hit. Darrell Evans is 1 for 2. Slow runner at first. I always play it safe, unless I say otherwise for my slow runners. Larry Herndon's the batter. He rolls a 5-4, and that's a fly out to right field to end the inning. No runs on a hit. Bottom of the fourth, still no score. Eddie Murray will lead off for the Orioles in the last of the fourth. He started his 1982 campaign with a bang. He had a grand slam on opening day in 1982. In 83, Murray hit .306 with 33 home runs, 111 RBIs. 1-6 roll is a ground ball to the shortstop, Alan Trammell. He throws out Murray. 1 out, Ken Singleton. 3-6 is a 12. It's a ground ball to first base. First baseman Darrell Evans takes it unassisted for the second out. Here's John T-Bone Shelby. Shelby rolls a 6-3, and that's a fly out to left field. Not getting any offensive dice rolls here today. We go to the top of the fifth. No score. All right, Cuban player Barbaro Galbraith leads off the top of the fifth for the Tigers. He rolls a 1-3, which is a 37 for strike 1. Next rolls a 3-5. That pitch is lined to center field, right at Albumbury. 1 gone. That brings up Rusty Kuntz, whose roll is a 1-4, and that's a fly out to left field. 2 fly balls and 2 outs in the fifth. Ninth place hitter Tommy Brookins steps into the box and rolls a 5-1. That's a 9. Negative is 0 against the left-handed pitcher. 9 on the 11 is a ground out to shortstop. So 3 up and 3 down for the Tigers in the top of the fifth. We're halfway through. Offense hasn't showed up yet. All right, 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Orioles in the bottom of the fifth inning. Orioles are the current kings of the hill. They are 1-0. Wilcox delivers to Rich Dower, a 2-4, and that's a fly ball to center field. Caught by Chat Lemon. Here's the catcher, Rick Dempsey. And Dempsey coaxes a base on balls. Second walk surrendered by Milt Wilcox. Dempsey's an average speed runner at first base. Brings up Todd Cruz, a 199 hitter. All right, he's going to swing away. And he rolls a 54, play result 32, and that's a fly out to right field. Runner holds. Top of the order in Albumbury. Bunbury's been on twice, singled and walked. His roll is a 3-4, and that's going to be a fly out to center fielder Chet Lemon. That takes us to the sixth inning. Nothing. Lemon, Trammell, and Gibson due up for the Tigers in the sixth. Mike Flanagan goes into his windup, and here's the pitch. Base on balls to Chet Lemon. 1-3 is a 14. He's been on base twice. Alan Trammell's a batter. Doesn't have that 31 in the first quarter column, but also doesn't strike out much. I think I'll start the runner and take a chance here. All right, there goes Lemon, and Trammell rolls a ground ball through second base for a base hit. Perfectly executed hit and run play. First and third Tigers. Nobody out. Orioles will play the infield in. Kirk Gibson, 282 with 27 homers and 84, steps into the box, swings the bat from the left side. He is a -5, which makes Flanagan a 16 pitcher. All right, his role is a 5-6, and that's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Gibson's U-turn back to the dugout, unproductive out. Lance Parrish swings the bat from the right side. He's a +4, so that makes Flanagan a 7, which would be like a C pitcher. Parrish hits a comebacker back to the mound. Flanagan goes to first, 1-3. Lemon holds at third, and Trammell goes to second. Second and third Tigers, now 2 outs, and Darrell Evans is the batter. Left-hander, he is a +5, so it makes Flanagan a 6 pitcher. Flanagan into the stretch. Here's the pitch. And Darrell Evans is hit by the pitch. That will load the bases. Oriole pitchers had a moment in yesterday's game where they hit 2 straight batters in the 7th inning. Larry Hernan's the batter. You got Evans at first, Trammell's at second, Lemon's at third. Bases are juiced. Can Larry Hernan put a quarter in the merry-go-round and get some offense going in this game? Here's Flanagan's delivery. Hit on the ground to the shortstop. Cal Ripken Jr.'s got it. He goes a short way to second. 6-4. End of threat. No runs a hit. And 3 stranded. Bottom of the 6th, there's still no score. All right, big sigh of relief amongst the Oriole crowd. They've got Lowenstein, Ripken Jr., and Eddie Murray to the bat in the last of the 6th inning. 2-1 rolls, a fly ball to left field by Jack Lowenstein. Kirk Gibson's under it and makes the catch. Better now is Cal Ripken Jr., who rolls a 3-4, and that's a fly ball to center field. Chad Lemon's ball. 2 outs. And Eddie Murray rolls a ground ball to second base, fielded by Barbaro Garbet. The throw to Evans at first. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Still no score. Barbaro Garbet will lead off the Tigers' 7th. He has rolled into a double play and flied out 0-for-2. All right, Flanagan's pitch to Barbaro Garbet is a 1-6, and that's a fly ball to, or excuse me, that's a ground ball to shortstop. 1 out. Here's Rusty Kuntz. Kuntz has a high pop-up on the infield. Second baseman Rich Dower is under it and makes the catch. Rusty Kuntz is 0-for-3. And now Tommy Brookins rolls a 4-1, and that's going to be a ground out to the shortstop. 3 up and 3 down for the Tigers. 7th inning stretch time. Detroit 0 and Baltimore 0. Both starting pitchers are at their points of fatigue. If 3 bad things happen to them, their grade goes down 5 points. Milt Wilcox will pitch to Ken Singleton, John Shelby, and Rich Dower in the 7th inning. Singleton rolls a 6-6 roll, and that's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here, and the Orioles take a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 7th. Finally, as Ock Harrelson, the broadcaster of the White Sox, would say, you can put it on the board. Yes. Finally, somebody has scored in this game. John Shelby rolls a 5-2, and that's a ground ball to third baseman Tommy Brookins. A throw to first. 1 out. Rich Dower, the Orioles second baseman, rolls a 2-5. 9 on a 12. That's going to be a ground out to third base as well. 2 outs. Rinse and repeat. Rick Dempsey rolls a, let's see, Dempsey rolls a 3-4, and that's a fly out to center fielder Chet Lemon. But Baltimore, on one hit, they get 1 run. The home run by Ken Singleton. We go to the top of the 8th. Orioles up by 1. We're at the top of the order for the Tigers. Lemon, Trammell, and Gibson. Could be their best opportunity to get on the board here. Mike Flanagan goes into the windup and the pitch. 1-1 roll to Chet Lemon, and that's going to be a second column, and it's another 1-1 roll for a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. Game tying home run by Chet Lemon for the Tigers. He hit 20 in 1984. This none bigger than this one. 1-1 is the score. Alan Trammell rolls a fly ball to right field. Positioning himself under is John Shelby, and he makes the catch. 1 out. Kirk Gibson. Gibson rolls a 4-4, and that's an 8 against a 16 pitcher. Be an out. Fly out to center field. 2 outs. Al Bunbury on the catch. Here's catcher Lance Parrish. Parrish hits a ground ball to Rich Dower at second base. The throw to Eddie Murray at first. Ends the inning. But like the Orioles in the bottom of the 7th, the Tigers get a leadoff home run. They score 1 on 1 hit. Bottom of the 8th inning is a 1-1 tie. Both pitchers have 2 marks against their fatigue. They're going to remain in the game, though. At least Wilcox is. He's pitching to Todd Cruz of the Orioles. And Cruz rolls a 5-2. Ground ball to Brookins at third. The throw to first. 1 out. We go to the top of the order now. Bunbury. Bunbury's been on base 2 out of 3 times. He rolls a 6-4, and that's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Jack Lowenstein rolls a 1-5. That's an 8. -1 against right-handers. 8 on a 10. Base hit. So Lowenstein's on with 2 outs. G26 stealing. Wilcox does not have a good move to first. He's a 0. And Parrish is 0 throwing. So I think Lowenstein will go for it. There he goes. Rolls 1-5. He's going to be safe. Stolen base for Jack Lowenstein. I puts him in scoring position for Cal Ripken. Ripken rolls a 6-3, and that's a fly ball to center field. Chet Lemon puts it away, and I think the runner will hold at second. Runner does hold. Eddie Murray will come to bat with 2 gone. Eddie Murray's up there, and he takes a called third strike for a strikeout. No runs and a hit. Wilcox is tired. We'll see if he comes back out for the 9th inning. He'll become a grade 4 pitcher if he does. So we go top of the 9th. 1-1 tie. All right, this game is tighter than a new pair of shoes on a rainy day. 1-1 tie. Darrell Evans leads off for the Tigers in the 9th inning. Flanagan has 2 marks against his fatigue. He's going to go out there and try to get through the 9th. 5-3 roll for Evans is a 21. Hit to first base, hit to Eddie Murray, who's feeling column 1. He's going to make that play. 3 unassisted, 1 out. Brings up Larry Herndon, 5-6, is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Flanagan's 1 out away from a complete game, but he does not have the lead. Barbaro Garbet rolls a 5-5. That's a play result of 8. Garbet is a +1 against lefties, 8 on 10. That's a base hit. Single for Barbaro Garbet. E10 success rate, so he's not going to be stealing. Rusty Kuntz is the batter. He is 0 for 3 against Flanagan. Flanagan now is tired. He's a 6th pitcher. He's going to stay in there and see if he can get this last out. Here's the pitch to Rusty Kuntz. 4-1. That's a ground ball to shortstop. Picked up by Ripken Jr. to throw to first for the 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the 9th. 1-1 tie. All right, Tiger pitcher Milt Wilcox gave it all he's got, all he had for 8 innings. He will be replaced here in the 9th by Juan Berenguer from Panama. He's a grade 11 pitcher, X and W modifiers. Ken Singleton leads off for the Orioles. We're all tied up in knots, 1-1. 6-5 roll is going to be a pop-up to the catcher. Singleton's retired. 1 out. John Shelby rolls a 3-3 roll. That's a hit column roll. And 1-1 is a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. A walk-off solo home run by John Shelby. And the Orioles remain kings of the hill, 2-1. We'll be back with the line score in a moment. All right, the Tigers had 1 run on 6 hits and no errors. Orioles 2 runs on 5 hits, and they committed 1 error. Milt Wilcox is the winning pitcher. Or excuse me, Tiger didn't win. Wilcox won 8 innings, gave up 1 run. Juan Berenguer is a losing pitcher. 1/3 of inning pitch, he gave up a run. Mike Flanagan's the winning pitcher, 9 innings, and only allowed 1 run. That's a lot of production there from their 4th pitching spot for the O's. John Shelby hit the walk-off home run. Ken Singleton also hit a solo shot in the 11th, and Chet Lemon for Detroit homered in the 8th inning. Tomorrow we'll play the 1985, or actually Monday, we'll play the 1985 World Champion Kansas City Royals. Brett Saberhagen will get the start against Scott McGregor and the 83 Orioles, who will be trying to win their 3rd game. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless.